Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and can you please tell me if I'm peaking, because this volume meter is definitely peaking a heck of a lot more than it used to, and I don't know why, and it's really pissing me off because it scares me. Because usually when it behaves like this, it's the Darth Vader voice. Anyway, hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Europa Universalis 4, where we are playing, of course, as Aragon. And today, or at least sometime in the not too distant future, I really want to bring the R into Aragon. Make of that what you will. We are currently at war with Portugal and Castile and Morocco. I don't remember what this war was for. Oh yeah, I was going to start stealing the rest of Spain, because we actually need to control more of the Sevilla node, because they are stealing too much of it, and I'd like that to be pushed into Genoa. And I'd also kind of like to steal some of the Portuguese colonies over here in Caribe, particularly Jamaica, possibly Tortuga, unless I have it already. Bahamas I already have. Where is Tortuga? I'm not actually sure. There's the Turks Islands. Is it one of these? That's Curacao. Trinidad. St. Thomas, Puerto Rico. Where is Tortuga? Oh! I thought it was an island. Huh. Then yeah, we need to steal that too. Which is part of Haiti, I want to say. Hey door monster, why do I sound like Vader? Please don't do that, because there is actually an audio issue that I sometimes have where I actually come across sounding like Vader. It's really weird. And it's usually when my audio settings start spiking and peaking like they're doing right now. Speaking of Vader's voice, my family's watching Star Wars. Oh, good timing. And it's really hard because it doesn't happen in my headset, it just happens for you guys, and when I listen to the recording back later I'm like, oh man, seriously? Okay, so we are going to be fighting a couple of naval battles. We are currently fighting here in the Straits of Gibraltar, which I had, at the time, forgotten was not actually an inland sea. Almira is. So I'm actually very tempted to withdraw from this fight and go to Almira. Also, we have no admiral here, which is not good. Do we have any admirals? I'm pretty sure we do. We do. Jackson, who is currently parked in Sevilla. Are you? Oh, the Sevilla fleet, not literally in Sevilla. In which case, I think I'm going to tell you to attack into there, and then we will have an admiral present. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. One thing which I'm a little bit concerned about is the fact that they have 30 heavy ships to just our 5. We do have more galleys, and I reckon that those galleys in the inland areas can defeat them. We are probably going to lose the naval superiority out here, so we're not going to be able to move around very much in the colonies themselves. But in Spain, we're fine. No, can't get there. Heretics were converted. Let's start converting the next thing. I think I'm going to go for cheap, just because we're at war, and I don't particularly want to spend very much. And it looks like we'll win that fight without too many problems. Oh, we caught a Portuguese fleet out at sea over there. The Mamluks are in a coalition against us. Well, thankfully they can't join this war against us. Alright, they've got 10 heavy ships in this fight now. The diplomatic approach of Anne. While growing up in France, Anne enjoyed studying people. She often made a game out of trying to predict the actions of the people around her, finding it not only fun, but as the years went on, an incredibly useful habit to keep. Thankfully, moving to the royal court of Aragon has not caused Anne to abandon her knack for intrigue. If anything, she has gotten a lot of practice. During some of our recent negotiations with foreign diplomats, these skills have actually proven most valuable to the council. You're moving there, you still can't cross, and then we have 19 heavy Morocco ships. Okay, that's where those are. Aiden's rising up. Do we have an army here? Please tell me we have an army here. Where's my army? That should be over there. It's been like 2 weeks since I played this last, so I have no idea where everything is. We do have an army here. We'll go and fight them. Are they joining the fight? Yeah, I think they probably are. Fars has joined the coalition. We've taken La Mancha. They're about to arrive, but then so are we. Why are you not fighting? Right, we need to back off. And now... Oh, really? That's a bug right there. We did sink 2 of their heavies, though, somehow. 2 heavies for 6 lights. That's a fight I'll take. We could also invite France into this little scuffle. I was kind of hoping that we wouldn't need to do that, but we might need their navy. Speaking of navies, I feel like we should probably build some more. Particularly if we did actually lose a lot of our galleys, and we kind of did. I mean, they're cheap, so we're going to make this galleys. I would like to build 10 at a time, because we must produce things nowadays. Build those, and that should do it for now. Who are we fighting? We are currently fighting Spain, Portugal, and Morocco. And it's the Moroccan navy which I'm actually the most afraid of. I'm somewhat surprised that Morocco is allied to those two, considering they've been fighting Morocco loads. I don't know if that was a part of the alliance I overlooked, if that was a coalition or something. Actually, there's a way of finding out. I can separate piece you. In fact, you're a co-belligerent. Why is Morocco a co-belligerent? Did I co-belligerize them? Oh, I must have to steal these provinces. Oh, okay. Local militias' many military duties are not performed by the professional armies of the Crown, but rather by local militias based around the cities, the castles, the forts, and the various parts of our country. So we can lose army professionalism, or we can lose a bunch of manpower. Considering we're at war, I'd rather lose the professionalism. Yeah, we're well above 60%, so we can afford to do that. Rebels in Aden were successful. That doesn't matter, they haven't actually taken the fort there. And you're going to continue conquering. And Morocco keeps moving their fleet over here. It's actually really annoying that the crossing is here. What's that? Those are Moroccan transports, which I would quite like to cut off if we could. Conflicts and protests over taxes, corporations, trade and customs policies are becoming quite frequent and could result in a sharp drop in our industrial production if we don't handle the situation carefully. Lose a bunch of money or lose a bit of prestige and piss the Burkhas off a bit. We're an obsessive perfectionist. Complaints indicate a lack of devotion to their work. And I'm going to put Jackson in charge of that fleet. I just mean Castile, sorry. I need more tea. The fuel of war must be gathered. Tea must be drunk. And in fact, it doesn't look like they care about the fact they're at war. Why is Portugal just drilling? Oh, we're going to punish that. And we'll go and steal all of this. And you can go and take Cadiz. So that's going to give me some war score against Morocco as well. Palu, native assimilation. What's Naples doing? Naples is not doing a whole lot of much. I'm going to split off the damaged ships. Huzzah! I'm going to group you and then I'm going to attack. Hey, Dana! Thank you very much for the subscription. 9 months in a row now. That's awesome. Twitch baby! Yay! Alright, let's go and see if we can wipe out some of their fleets back in the Mediterranean. If it coaxes these away from the crossing, then I'm actually okay with that. Although I kind of doubt it will, because 19 heavy ships. It's going to be difficult to push them out of there. We're going to need like 80 galleys, I would assume, to kick them out. Naples has intercepted over there. Palu was just destroyed because I don't have an army over here. That's very irritating. Are you complete? You are complete. You don't need an army. Let's go and sit you on Palu. And the Battle of the Appalachians. I lost. Appalachia. Okay. So I don't have an army over there. And yes, the Portuguese army lost. Somehow. Where are you going, Navy? Where are you going? I'm going to chase you. Are you going to try and blockade me down here? You can certainly try. You leave on the 22nd, I arrive on the 20th. Perfect. And they are bringing their heavies over, though I suspect too late to really achieve much. We could even try to intercept them with my fleet. Let's merge those together. Which would buy us more time to kill their transport fleet. Although their heavies are a long way away. It's going to take them a long time to get over here, and we do have a lot of galleys still. Although rather less than I would have liked. I'm really tempted to order another batch. Well, no, let's wait until this lot are built, and then we'll order another one. An army career. With the growth of our professional army, new career opportunities abound for those with ability and ambition. The old nobles, however, still expect to be awarded all of the most valuable commissions, out of tradition and the centuries during which their lineages have served the crown faithfully. So we can gain army tradition, and the Burkers get even more pissed off, or we can gain army professionalism. Tradition is super valuable. So I think I'm going to take the tradition. That's actually going to give us almost 90 tradition, which is insane. So weirdly enough, Aragon's armies are probably at this stage stronger than Aragon's navies. I don't know why Portugal is drilling, but I've seen a few AI nations do that while I'm at war with them. It's the first time I've seen it. But no, that is definitely not working as intended. Alright, let's see if we can roll up some of the Moroccan fleets. While the Portuguese and the Castile seem too busy to really care. And let's merge you guys together on Lyon. Can I get up to Lugo? Oh, I can. Interesting. Alright, Navy. See if we can catch some of these guys while they're isolated. Doesn't particularly look like it though, and Naples is trying to take the fight to Morocco out in the oceans, which is a terrible plan. Don't do that. Morocco is trying to cross over. I am actually okay with that, because it means I can turn around with my army and go and stomp them. Let's go sink the Portuguese fleet. Profiteering in Messina. The citizens of Messina have grown tired of the local influence of the greedy papal merchants that they claim are using unfair advantages to outcompete local business. Messina. No, it's over here, isn't it? There it is. You produce fish. You are not a centre of trade. But I really don't care about the Pope, so screw the Pope. I got away, really? Where'd they go? Appalachia. They're still fighting. Actually, the Minorca fleet is doing okay. Oh, yeah. We're not doing well in the colonies. That fight is not one we're going to win. We need to beat them elsewhere. Denied. Oh, they ran away. Wimps. Now you're trying to get my coastline. Let's get our fleets merged together. Alright, here's their heavy fleet. Oh! Why are my transports here? They shouldn't be here. I didn't realise we had the transports here. Where's my El Cid? There it is. So I want those to sit in Nice, where they're nice and safe. 100 ships against 21. I'm actually not convinced by this. We'll try. I'm going to try and do this through just sheer weight of numbers. We'll be able to sink a bunch if nothing else. Alright, so we have slightly more morale than they do. We have a lot more ships. We are fighting in the Mediterranean where our galleys are going to be very effective. We don't have any naval ideas at all. And neither do they. We're actually fighting heavily outnumbered over here right now. We should probably send in some reinforcements, although we seem to be holding our own. Zach Barnett doing some serious work down there, fighting them in the mountains. And we're thrashing them. Wow. We sank 10 heavies. We actually stole one and we lost only one ship. That's a net gain. Wow, that was a thrashing. And Lisbon's been sieged. So let's go and siege down the rest of Portugal. Then let's push our advantage while they don't have any heavies here. And let's grab our one heavy ship and go and repair it. Scroll, 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 scroll. Do we have any other heavy ships? No. That's alright. It's always fun when you need a patch to fix the patch that was supposed to fix the patch. Well, that is the reality of modern game development. And actually, speaking of modern game development, you know that Paradox are working on improving the game over the next couple of months. They're not working on a new DLC, they're working on quality of life changes and that type of thing. Well, yesterday I posted up my suggestions, so if you wanted to go and take a look at that, head over there. And if you have anything to add, or want to expand upon any of those points, then please do. I'll just throw it in chat there if you are interested. Meanwhile, the Barbary coast are raiding my coasts. Many amongst the ulema are increasingly unhappy with the Sultana. Among pious Muslims, our inclusion of heathens in high offices, as well as the adoption of heathen customs and tradition, is viewed with scorn. The intrusions of the state on the interpretation of law and other traditional domains of the ulema have also not carried the state any friends amongst the jurists of the realm. The ulema will expect to be granted more land. That's a system that doesn't exist anymore. How well does Paradox listen to these suggestions? I don't know. That's what I'm kind of curious about. I mean, I know they listen to suggestions on the forums, because they very frequently say they do, and I know for a fact that they read those forums quite religiously. Whether they'll actually take on any other fan suggestions, I don't know. If they're upset with the Sultana, just give them raisins. Oh my Dave! I was thinking exactly that same thing, actually, to be quite honest. Right, are we going to hold this? No, we're not. I'm going to back off. So we lost that fight, but my gosh, we did a lot of damage. We lost 7,000, they lost 16, they lost 21,000. I'll take that. And they are still sitting here sieging, and in fact they don't have enough men to do it. Oh, no, they do. Yeah, they only need 12, they have 40. Well, we'll send in another 26,000, so long as the fort holds out until then, I think we're going to be just fine. And in fact, Upper Andalusia, let's just make this really difficult for them. Let's go defensiveness, shall we? Alright, that's another Moroccan fleet destroyed. We lost yet another galley, but we sank everything. And my galley fleet is starting to rally. Okay, so they have some troops over there, but once we've wrested control over the Mediterranean, and it looks rather like we will, then we'll be able to ship troops around again, and we'll be able to counter against Morocco over here, maybe even start invading Morocco itself, which would be rather nice. No, that was an event about Malwa, Dana. I don't really know why I was reading that one. I'm still trying to get into the swing of things with the E4. I haven't played it for like 2 weeks. Do I want to push that? Yes, yes I do. The Knights have raided Benghazi. 20%. They might actually take this fort. Nope, they've just backed off with a bunch of troops. Oh no, they lost their blockade because I'm moving in. Haha! Alright, the Navy doing the work already. Just saved the fort there, probably. What are you? You are actually an okay army. Huzzah! Who dat? The Nems, thank you very much. 5 months in a row now. Huzzah to making Iberia great again. Well, I'm certainly trying. 42,000 Moroccans. Yeah, but we almost beat them last time. And with a lesser general. This guy is a 5-4. This is a 6-3. Fire. Actually, it's about the same. And it's in the mountains. It's a defensive battle in the mountains. And their armies have not been consolidated. So they have got 20,000 infantry, 6,000 cavalry and 15,000 artillery versus our 14,000 infantry, 2,000 cavalry and 10,000 artillery. They are also extremely low on morale in comparison to us because we didn't give them a chance to recover. And here come the Neapolitan armies. And now we control the crossing. And they're going to have to work really quite hard to take that back off of me. Yeah, we're trouncing them. Battle of Vero, victory. Spanish reinforcements coming in, but they didn't quite make it. Sorry, Castile reinforcements coming in. Yeah, and their artillery's in the front row now. They're dead. That was a slaughter and a half. Yeah, it really was. We lost 2,700. They lost 15, 17, call it 18,000. I'd say that was pretty good. Right, let's back off. And we are slowly but surely pushing north over here. And we should start taking more of Castile too. You're fighting over there. Right, those are 8 galleys. That should actually be enough to win us that fight. Let's go and switch in Jackson so that we have an admiral. You're still sieging over there, but that's fine. Oh, and the other galleys are starting to rally over here. Good. We are going to go and pick up this army and send them over to fight in Egypt and Libya. Yeah, Aragon's army is no joke. Okay, I'm really beginning to wish I put a fort in Gibraltar now. I guess we just need to wait for them to attack Malaga. It's the only way that they can get through, is protecting both of these. Although, actually, that being their territory, is it? I'm not actually sure about that. Oh, we lost. How'd that happen? We lost because that's 9 heavy ships. Yeah, okay, that's how that happened. So what I really need to do is go and chase them down with the main fleet. That's a dangerous unit, which cannot be allowed to live. Let's get some more galleys going in the meantime, because it definitely looks like we're going to need them. We could stack wipe them. You're not wrong. Yeah, because we owned the crossing, didn't we? I'll just let them go away. I actually think going after the heavies is the more important thing right now, though. In fact, Gibraltar is mountains. I'm just going to sit in Gibraltar and just be like, come get me. General died. Right. Let's go and recruit new generals and start naming them. Unfortunately, we can't rename them after the fact, which was one of my suggestions. And for this, I need my list. Who has not been? Isiak. Oh, hello Asiac, you're rather good at fighting. Welcome to the army. 5622. I'll take it. Actually, you're probably my best general now. Where's the navy? More importantly, where's their navy? Where'd they go? They're up there. I'm gonna suicide my transports into them, I think, because I need to hold them here. Transports can be built very quickly and very cheaply. Although I do need to get over here to relieve that siege as soon as possible. I don't really want to let them get away. This is too big an opportunity. Do it. Except for the galleass. Go! Throw at them everything! You've bought the time we needed. We're in. Okay, let's pick up the transports and get you the hell out of there. We can at least send like half an army at a time. And actually, how many transports survived? 13. We need 25, so we need another 12. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Okay, so who's fighting in this? They've got 8 heavies, 1 light, and 31 transports against my 97 lights and 30 transports. Sheer weight of numbers are on our side. And they're taking a lot more ship losses, thankfully. Portugal's retreated, this is just Morocco now. And there we go, we lost our 1 heavy. We sank 5 of theirs though, and we did actually capture 3 ships. What did we capture? 3 transports. Oh, that's okay. It's probably 3 transports that they captured from us. Let's go and push this advantage. See if we can wipe them out. How are they doing in terms of heavies? They're down to just 14. From 30, so we've sunk half of them. Right, in the meantime, you lot need to continue capturing stuff. Whoa, why is 1 random ship attacking? Okay, 2 random ships. Probably because they saw my friendlies coming in, they were supposed to join one of the other fleets. Well, we beat them anyway. We have a 20% chance to capture enemy ships. That would have been really useful a couple of minutes ago. No matter. Right, I'm going to back off again. I'm going to try and coax them across. We'll sail over here. Can you see Aragon's national ideas? You may. So, our traditions are trade efficiency plus 10% and galley combat ability plus 20%. That combat ability is a big part of why our fleet is performing a hell of a lot better than you would think it would. Mercenary maintenance, minus 15%. We have got the protection of the coastlines, plus 25% national sailors, and plus 10% naval force limit. We have a plus 20% trade steering, which is why we're so ludicrously wealthy. Minus 10% stability cost modifier, plus 20% global trade power, and this is a bigger part of why we're so ludicrously wealthy. Minus 0.05% monthly autonomy, and then plus 10% morale of armies, and then there's the capstone, artillery fire plus 1, which is why my armies are so strong. And do I really want to go and have a look at the New World? Because I don't think this is going to be anything good. Actually, this is better than I expected. You might actually win that fight. Oh yeah, and I have a random fleet sitting off the coast of Palu, which should really be landing there.